Hey guys, let's make a drink. Take your new favorite pansy glass, pour some root beer in there, put some ice in it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Lying to you guys a bit. I've poured all sorts of random stuff into a little bit of root beer. Nothing has turned out very good. Stick to the root beer! Hi everyone! Long time no film. That's what Tech Week will do to a person, along with, well, Tech Week and just general craziness altogether. So you guys want to hear about theater first or stitching first? Yeah, I know you guys. You want to hear about the stitching first. I warn you, there's been so very little of it, but let's see what we've got going on with the progress report. We'll start in the usual order. So, we have my Stoney Creek's, what is this? Stoney Creek's Oh Holy Night Nativity Sampler. And I think I just worked on this one Sunday, and I put in the white line, the red line, and the vine. And that's it. That's all I have worked on it in the past, I guess it's been a week and a half, because it was still, what's today? It was like the 12th maybe that I did this? The 5th? The 12th? The 5th. No, the 12th. Anyway, does it even matter? Anyway, so that's all that I have worked on this project for the past little while. Because I'm telling you guys, theater will take it out of you. Uh-oh, what are we caught on? What are we caught on? Okay, fixed it. So there is that for Oh Holy Night. And then I have been working just a little tiny bit on the At Work Lunch Break project, which has been the Lizzie Kate Spirit of Christmas Mystery Sal. And if any of you have been on the Mystery Sal Stitch Along Facebook group, a lot of people have finished it. I just barely finished the last bow of it today. So there you go. I'm ready to start the third part. I have the pattern, I have the flosses, I'm ready to go. Theoretically, at the drop of a hat, I could do it. Also, theoretically, the theater had knocked me out, and so I did not stitch on this for a whole week. Even though it was my lunch break and I could have worked on it a-okay, it turned out that I was so tired, you guys, that I just sat there and browsed through Reddit and read a little bit of this and a little bit of that and didn't stitch on anything. Alright, so the last piece is one that has seen a lot of work done. And it is hollyhocks. And so I put in the last green vine. I finished up the, I'll hold this with one page. Let's not make anybody seasick. Well, let's make you all seasick because, you know, fun. Anyway, so finished the words, finished the road stitches, did the entire border, did these little satin stitch diamondy things, and so all that is left now on this piece is the spider web roses. This saw a lot of time because we had a home football game on, oh goodness, the 18th. On Saturday the 18th, we lost. Our team has been absolutely abysmal this year. They just haven't been able to put 2 and 2 together. So anyway, I worked on that at the football game while I was making sure all the printers in the one little ticket booth that I'm assigned to do their thing. And then I took it with me up to the theater on Saturday for the show that I had to work on Saturday. And that turned out to be just the perfect little stitch. I was working on the border at that time. The perfect little stitch to work on that because the border was super repetitive. One floss for the inner, one floss for the outer. Easy to do, easy to put down, easy to pick up, easy, easy, easy. And so I worked on that guy. My borders lined up the first time around. I didn't have to recount. I didn't have to pull any of them out. It was a miracle. So that is that for my progress. And so really excited for this. Hopefully I'll get some time and not be completely theater exhausted, and I'll be able to work on that a little bit sometime in the near future, one would hope. No, seriously, there's nothing that I have found that you can put in a root beer. What are we going to do next? Let's do the Stashquisitions. Not huge, but, you know, respectable. Let's start with the Stitchy box has come. I signed up for the Christmas countdown fun time box, and so that has arrived, and it's all in here, and I haven't gone through and sorted everything out into the proper date. Make sure that I have all the pieces. So that's in there, and I'll probably start opening that for you guys on, well, December 1st is when it's meant to start, so we'll start in on that fun on December 1st, although I'm tempted, you guys, tempted just to open everything in one fell swoop and just film it for you, and you can have fun watching it. We'll see. I probably won't. I say I will, but I won't, because I won't. But anyway, so that has come, and that'll be fun. I'm actually thinking of dropping Stitchy Box because there's so many different cross-stitch things that I want to try out. You know, like a different subscription, or so I'm thinking of letting Stitchy Box expire and then maybe picking up something different. So we don't know. I don't know. I need to let Stitchy Box know and say, hey, I'm going to take a break. But I'm lazy and I haven't done that, and I really should do that. But I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. Anyway, here we have just another button company. Their Button O' the Month subscription has arrived, and it says Merry, wishing you everything. As per usual, it's packaged up super cute. Let's have a look at what we've got. So many random things. Let go. Let's see, Merry buttons. That's just their ad. So we have a lovely cherry, yep, smoothie pack in cherry. The usual sprinkle pack in cherry and forest. Get the glare off of those a little bit. That's fun. And then the handmade buttons. So we've got a wreath and a coffee cup and some light bulbs and holly and a peppermint back there. Fun stuff. I think the little random handmade buttons are my favorite thing of the subscription. Oh, there's a cardinal back there. Cool. I love these. Love these. So that is the button subscription for the month of November. Put that over there. Alright, well, this is a rack. The lovely Michelle Garrett, Bindi Stitchy. She went to an estate sale and she found this lovely alabaster box for me with the beautiful pansies on it. It opens up. It's definitely, it's stone of some sort, and I saw on something else, so I think it's an alabaster box. Quite popular. My fancy grandma had one similar to this. I don't know where it went when she passed away, but that's okay. It was not pansies. So there you go. Beautiful pansy box. And then since Michelle has an eye on everything, she found a set of these lovely cards. Is that upside down? Who knows? Right side up, upside down, that way. Yep. Cute, cute little pansy cards. Please just punch for those. So adorable. So adorable. Stack that neatly up over there. And then I won a giveaway that Jock's Girl was doing. She sent me just the cutest little card. She had found 2 of the Monopoly game boards, at a local thrift store, and I didn't know I was entering the contest, but I had a comment for her because she's got the cutest little dog now. You guys have to go watch her for the dog and the stitching. So dog and stitching, instant win. Anyway, so I won the little giveaway for the Monopoly board. That'll be fun to stitch. Plus she sent along a selection of super fun little variegated flosses. DMCs. Super cute. Love those. Put those over here. And let's save that so I can write a thank you note when I get smart enough and learn how to write thank you notes. Okay, that goes here. And Princess is sitting on the envelope now because that's what she does. Oh, an order to 1, 2, 3 stitch happened. This happened because I needed to pick up the 3rd unit of the pattern for Spirit of Christmas, so I had to order that. Here it is. It has arrived. And as you all know, patterns cannot travel alone. I don't know. They must have separation anxiety or something because they don't. So I picked up Mirabilia Undine and Mediterranean Mermaid. She really should go like that. Okay. They're sisters. Anyway, a couple of mermaids because we like the mermaids. Penkeeper's Garden by Just Nan with embellishments. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I was still feeling patriotic, so I picked up Glory from Bent Creek. Yeah. We all know how much I love my Lizzie Kates. So the Flora Sampler Treats 2017 came home, as did Life is Not Measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. So those had to come home with me. Since I was in the Christmas section for the Flora Samplers, I picked up Quaker de Noël from Jardin Privé. Alright. And dogs, because I love me some dogs. And then the final one was Let Us Be Thankful, My Big Toe Designs. Oh no, no, little cat, don't play with the flosses. That's not for you. It's not for you. And the last thing I have to show you is one of my viewers got in contact and asked if I would like to have a couple of pansy doilies that her grandmother had crocheted for her. And she had passed away, and I said, yes, that would be fabulous. I'm trying to decide if I've got this right side up or wrong side up. You guys will probably tell me. Anyway, so I asked her for just a little bit of family history to go along with it, you know, because it's always interesting to know a little bit about the stitcher and what they did. So here is, I should have kept my little board. Let's get my little board back. There we go. That's a little better. So there's this beautiful round pansy doily. So beautiful. So pretty. Then I think this might be right side up. And then a lovely oblong one. Plus an adorable story, well, adorable, but no, a great story about her grandfather's life, of where he came from and how hard he had worked and how proud he was to be able to provide for his family. So those are definite little treasures. They're so beautiful. I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. So tuck those back into the tissue paper. I need to find the perfect spot for them where little Miss Kitty won't tear them apart or sit on them or otherwise harass them, where they will be safe and protected, and they are definitely going to be well loved here in my little house. All right. With the theater going on, I haven't had as much time to do pay super close attention to Flosstube is what I'll say. I do watch it at work, but I'm also being super busy trying to keep up with all of my reports and whatnot. So whereas when I didn't have so many, where it wasn't back to back, you know, while Flosstube was playing, I would pause and watch and give super conscious effort to you guys. So that's why you haven't seen me commenting on anything, is because it is playing. I am listening to you if I'm not, you know, watching directly. So I apologize for that. But anyway, if I'm talking about Flosstube, it's time for the Floobies. So I have a few for you to read and a few for you to meet, and I know several of you have mentioned a couple of these before. Some of them started way back in the 1st of October, and I don't know where I was and how I missed them starting out their channels. But anyway, here are some wonderful people that I think you should go over and at least give them a watch of 2 or 3 of their videos, and hopefully they'll speak to you and you'll subscribe. The first stitcher that we met is Tina Louise Stitches. I know a few of you have mentioned her. I believe she comes to us from Instagram. She's... Alright, seriously, cat? Stop it. Stop it. Go get something to throw. Pardon me while I scratch the cat's head off screen. And you can't see it, and she loves that. Yes, you do. Where's your toys? Where's your toys? Go bring me the laser scanner. Go give me the laser pointer and we'll play Chase the Dot. Alright, so Tina Louise Stitches. She shares several of her recent finishes. She has a wide variety of project styles going on, and she shared some of her fun stashquisitions. Megan Spade, the stitching queen of spades, gives a little of her stitching history, shows some of her past finishes, and she has done some cute baby blankets, you know, those big ones of the Dimensions kits that's mostly stamped. Stop it. Here, I'm going to show you to everybody. And you hate being shown to everybody. Here's Princess. She's fighting me already. Look, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Are you going to kill me in my sleep? Alright. Alright, there you go. Anyway, that's the best way to get rid of that cat, is to pick her up and try to cuddle her. Anyway, Megan Spade, super cute baby blankets. Basic Stitches is a mom and daughter team that started us off with the Know Your Needleworker tag. Both are also working on the Spirit of Christmas Mystery Stitch Along from Lizzie Kate, and so that was fun to see. I think daughter is, no. Yes, I think daughter is a little bit farther along than mom is. Unless I've got it reversed, because it's quite possible. I'm going to take a pause here and sneeze because now I have cat hair in my nose, so just, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, and on with the Floobies. Sweary Stitcher starts off with the disclaimer that she does and will probably swear in her videos. So if you're not okay with that, she advises you not watch her. What did I write here? I have no idea. Okay, so she gives us some of her stitching history. She shares a few of her finishes and whips. Pyra. Oh, I'm just going to go with Pyra. Draculia, maybe. Anyway, she also joins Flosstube from Instagram. She shares of her FFOs to show off some, like, her style. She's also, I would say, a multi-string crafter, that she loves embroidery, she loves canvas work, she loves the whole sort of needlework category that cross-stitch is a little part of. She was a delight to listen to. I met Sarah Greiner. She shares a lot of her finishes in her first video. It's a very long video with lots and lots of finishes. Some are FFOs and some are out of her bin of shame. We all have been a shame, and there's nothing wrong with that. A very large variety of projects, HAEDs, samplers, all sorts of good stuff. Go check her out. Next up, I meet, it is the Joan and Kelly show. So Mama Joan teams up with Kelly. They both have had their own Flosstube channels. So Mama Joan was the queen of quite a lot, is the queen of quite a lot, and Kelly actually had a few Flosstube videos on her sewing instruction channel. And so they met at a retreat, decided to combine forces for evil, or maybe good, depends upon your perspective. Anyway, so they just catch us up on sort of some of the things that they've been up to since they last put out a single video. So they're really quite entertaining. Let's see. Jessica Murray. She has just the cutest baby boy. He's adorable. Have to go check out her. Anyway, she is a longtime stitcher. She is working on a giant Pokemon whip. I think it's the Pokemon Generation 1 that's huger than huge. Anyway, go check out her out. She's got, I think, about 7 videos now. She's a delight. Next, we have, I don't think I've heard this stitcher say her name, but I'm going to say Concha Faces XS. Shares a few of her Halloween finishes. There's Lizzie Kate, there's Prairie Moon. She has a fun variety of projects, so go over and say hello to her as well. And then we have Kelly's Stitching Corner. And the first thing I wrote down was cute puppy. So puppies and stitching, it's a winner. Go check her out. She shares some of her ideas and plans for stuff that she wants to come up. And then we take a dive into her stash, which is quite enjoyable. So those are our Floobies of the month. And as usual, I will put links to their channels in the description box down below. So click on the little more button, they'll prop up. It makes it easier for you guys to go and say hello. That's that. Okay. I'm completely and totally lost as to what I want to do next. The cat is back, so that probably means I need to pick her up and give her another cuddle. Alright, oh yes, let's do some Battle Cow Adventures. So, as most of you will probably imagine, since I have not been home to do stitching, I have not been home to play any World of Warcraft. So the Battle Cow Adventures has basically been logging in and doing one or two of the things for the WoW's 13th anniversary thingy that's going on right now. And that's pretty much about it. Log in, do the thing, log right back out. That's all the time I've had. And some days I don't even log in at all. I think it's been 3 days since I last logged on. So maybe, no, I was going to say maybe tonight I could log on and play a little bit. But no, I need to edit this video. So there's that. So that's about that. I have been playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. So that was released on Tuesday. Available in both Apple and Android app stores, for lack of a better word. I love it. It just hits me right in the MMO feels, because a lot of the stuff you do on WoW is quite similar to what you're doing in Pocket Camp, but sort of a different facet of it. You go around, you visit your animals, you give them the little items that they're looking for, which might be fruit, it might be fish, it might be butterflies. And so you build up your reputation with each of these animals. As your experience goes up, you get more perks, and so you have your own camp that you're decorating and inviting friends to, or inviting the animals to, so your level goes up, and it just hits me right. You know, do a few things, get rewarded, do a few more things, get rewarded. You know, I love it. There are microtransactions in the game. The only one I've bought was like a 99-cent welcoming promotional thing, and that's probably the only one I'll buy. But 99 cents. It's 99 cents, guys. So anyway, I have found that in my play, The microtransaction has not been needed at all. It's a lot of fun. I will put down my user ID in the description box below somewhere. So if you want to be friends and on Pocket Camp and, you know, give kudos back and forth and have a fun time, yeah, just I'll put it down in the bottom so you can request me as a friend. I'll say yes. It'll be awesome. We can Pocket Camp together, collect all the animals and all the fruits and all the fishes and all the things. And I have been enjoying this game. It's only been out for 2 days. I have played it way more than I should. I'm up to like level 16 or something. 15, 16. Anyway, something like that. So that has been a lot of fun. Alright, I'm going to sneeze again because I cuddled the darn cat. I'll be right back. Alright, so now it is time for the theater stories. It has been a wild adventure trying to being a dresser and getting this play up and running. Normally when we show up to do a play, we're given a costume list of everything that the actors will be wearing in which scene for the dressing room that we're assigned to. We're primarily assigned to a dressing room for pre-show and post-show, and any costume changes that take place back at the dressing room. So we're usually focused on, you know, one dressing room and the people in this one dressing room. And then, depending upon the quick changes, 2 or 3 people might be assigned to go to a certain spot for different quick changes. The new theater is absolutely amazing, you guys. It's really beautiful, and the new one in Sandy is absolutely huge. They have given us so much space backstage that we didn't have at all over at the West Valley facilities. I love it. It's great. But it's still under construction, so it's still really dirty and really dusty, and that has become a challenge with keeping the costumes clean. But that's neither here nor there. But we found for this show that because the backstage area is so big, oftentimes the actors don't have enough time to get back to their dressing rooms to change, whereas the West Valley facility, they would have been able to do that, but here it's just, they don't have time because, anyway, it's bigger, they don't have as much. They have time, but they have to go further, whereas West Valley, I'm going to just talk in circles, and I hope you understand me and leave off half of it and whatever. Anyway, so we've also been assigned to a VOM, which is an exit for the stage. So in the new theater, they have 4 VOMs. The old stage had 3 VOMs. We've now got 4. And I'm assigned to VOM 3, which is kind of fun. It's by the docks, so sometimes if the docks are open and it's really hot, you can prop open the dock door and get a little bit of a breeze going through. Not that we've done that so far. Or sometimes the rolling door for the loading dock has been opened, and that's been nice. Anyway, my VOM 3's centrally located, easy to get back to the dressing rooms, not too far away from the dressing rooms if I'm coming from there. Kitchen is right close. It's all good. I like it. So, where was I? Anyway, so normally we get a list of costumes for each actor or actress for what they're wearing, so we can have that in the dressing room, so we can double check as we're setting things up and as they're getting ready pre-show. Normally we're given a track list that has the projected quick changes, so that we have kind of an idea of who's coming off stage where, when, and how much time we have to change the costumes. They've been so preoccupied with moving and getting everything done that we got neither of those things. So Tech Week was a lot of winging it, was a lot of learning it by trial, was a lot of, it was a lot of interesting. I will say, okay, so Tech Week proper, where we didn't have, we were supposed to start Tech Week November 1st, and we didn't. We went in November 7th for a couple of hours, and then Saturday the 11th for a couple of hours. And it was kind of on the 11th that we started to figure out some of the who's and the what's and the where's. But we really still had no idea of how fast everything would be and exactly what's going on. So that was okay. Then we finished up Tech Week the 13th and the 14th. We had a soft opening / final dress rehearsal where anybody who has worked with the theater for like the past 20 years or so, any old actors, stage, you know, costume shop had been invited to come see the show on the 15th. We had a gala opening on the 16th where the people who do, well, the governor was there, several legislators were there, mayors were there, like Disney, who we buy the rights and do the music for a lot of things, that they were there. Scouts from Broadway were there. Other houses where we buy the rights to do shows, you know, for the scripting people, they were there. It was a lot of bigwigs. They were there on Thursday. And then Friday, we had our first opening night for the general public. And then Saturday was the second opening night for the general public. So that was crazy. I have to tell you guys, from Monday morning at 6:30 when I woke up to go to my job, to Wednesday night when I made it home after another tech rehearsal on Wednesday night and the start of the gala thing, it had been about 68 hours and I had had 8 hours of sleep. So that was really not enough sleep. Thankfully, the people at my job are nice and understanding. So when I woke up at 6:30 on Thursday, and I'm like, I'm not getting up. So I changed the alarm. It went off at about 8. I called into work and said, I am exhausted. I will be in when I am coming in, and went back to sleep. Got up at about 9:30 and made it to work by 10:30. And I felt like a human being again. I was tired and grumpy and barely functioning. So that was, you know, Tech Week's just crazy. Anyway, some of the adventures we've had for not having a real list. Oh, I have to say too that the shows at the Hale are double cast. We have shows every single night of the week, so Monday through Friday and Saturday. And on Saturday, we run 3 shows. There's the 12:30, the 4 o'clock. Those 2 are matinees, the 12:30 matinee, the 4 o'clock, and then the 7:30 show. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll do the 12:30 show on Saturday. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we'll do Thursdays, and the 2 shows on Saturday. So my double, who had signed up to do the Monday, Wednesday, Friday cast, he was out of town. He was out of town the 7th through the 14th. And so I pulled double duty on those days, just doing everything. So like Monday, Wednesday cast would do something, and it would be me. And then Tuesday, Thursday cast would, you know, run the same set of scenes, and it would be me again. And so I didn't have anybody to trade off with, so I could, you know, catch a little break, write some notes. It was crazy. It was just run. So we finally managed to figure everything out, and I finally got a nice track listing written up for my double, so he was able to come in on the 15th. He shadowed me. He took some of his own notes, and then on Thursday he ran it and I shadowed him, and I sort of coached him through it and told him, okay, now we're going to do this, now we're going to do that, and now we're going to, and so by the time Friday came around, he was running it all by himself, so I didn't have to show up every single night and do all the things. And so that's been really nice. So two really fun stories. Now that I've given you all the history and you've fallen asleep listening to me blather on. So, Vom 3. We knew that there was going to be a quick change in the middle of Strongest Suit. The play that we are putting on right now is Aida, with music and lyrics by Tim Rice and Elton John. So that's the one we're working on. How does this go? So on Monday we ran the show. The director made some changes. Didn't necessarily let us know backstage what was going to happen. So on Monday we ran it, and then on Tuesday they added one change. So I went from having 2 quick changes in my VOM to 3, and then they changed another one, so it went up to 4, but you know, a couple of those I actually get some help with. So on Tuesday night, has to have been Tuesday night. On Tuesday night, they hadn't made the change yet, so I was expecting 3 girls to come off after the fashion show / strongest suit, and would change them from their fashion show costume back into Egyptian handmaiden for the buffet wedding engagement announcement scene, so that they would be, you know, servants again. So that was Tuesday. On Wednesday, the girls told us that something had changed and there would be more people back in VOM 3 to do that fashion show to Egyptian handmaiden change. And so I was expecting 6 people. There's 10 women in the ensemble, right? So I went from 3 to 6. So I set it for 6. All 10 ensemble women showed up in the back of my VOM to get changed off stage. It was pandemonium, you guys. Absolutely crazy pandemonium. I think we got them on stage pretty much close. It wasn't too bad since it was just theater folk in the audience, and theater folk understand what go on backstage, so they cheered and yelled, and it was a great party. For Thursday, we'd got it figured out that, all right, all 10 of them are going to be out there. I put gaff tape down on the floor, numbered it, you know, 1 through 10. So when the people come, I set their dresses out, you know, in this area. So 1, 2, 3, find your ensemble woman number. That's your dress. I got help from other dressers from another 2 VOMs. We've got it worked out now, so 2 of us are undoing zippers and taking off wigs if we have time. So we're undoing zippers, taking off dresses, helping them get into their next dresses, zipping them up, and then they go across sort of the walkway, hallway in the VOM, and another dresser is helping them put on the wigs. Yeah, 10 women, 2 minutes, complete dress and wig changes. Who decided that was a good idea? I didn't. Well, hello. Sorry, have to scratch the kid's head. All right. Okay, so the last story comes from the night of the 15th, when it was our final dress rehearsal. At the start, in the middle of strongest suit, our version has Nehebka on stage doing some fancy stuff, fancy dancing, because she comes off stage first, changes, and goes back out on stage. The theater is set in the round. There's a lot of tech going on in the round. So we have a center column. It rises and falls. Around the center column is another set of center, you know, things that's divided in 4, so you have 4 independent moving that also happens to be in a circle. The stage area is slightly oblong, so it's not perfectly round, so then we have 2 crescents on the north and south sides that independently rise and lower. Plus, they have built in a cantilevered slip stage that can come out from underneath and cover the entire stage. So during this part of strongest suit, the main stage drops to the pit floor so they can do a quick change with Tremieres and I think 1 or 2 of the other handmaidens. And the slip stage comes out, and meanwhile, to distract the audience, you've got aerialists who they've dropped from the ceiling. You know, some are on silk, some are on liras. Some of them are tossing out big chunks of confetti and like rose petals and stuff. You know, it's this big upbeat thing. It's just going nuts, and nuts it is going. And as they're throwing out the confettis, one of these bits of confetti drifts down and cuts through the support, not the support, the fail-safe mechanism. So, you know, if it's sort of like, you know, the lights that you get in garage doors, where if the garage door is coming down and something breaks this line of sight laser, it'll shut down the garage. It's kind of the same thing. So if something, you know, goes through here while the stage is moving, the stage instantly ceases to move. It just freezes. You know, the stuff coming down from the ceiling freezes. It just, you know, shuts the whole thing down because they don't want to squish nobodies. A piece of confetti triggered the fail-safe mechanism in the middle of our big show-stopping musical number. It was awesome. Awesome, you guys. Our main stage director, he designs a lot of the stuff. He's really a genius. He's a smart man. Comes over the PA and he says, "Tonight we have learned that my love of confetti will shut down the show." It took about 3 minutes to restart the stage and get everything set. Luckily, we'd already made our changes for that, so we made our changes, but we had made them before the stage stopped moving. So anyway, that was the big fun thing from the night. And what are you doing? Stop it. I don't have a toy in here. She's getting into trouble, you guys, so we probably better go before she can really cause some trouble. Thank you, everybody who likes, comments, and subscribes to my videos. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a safe holiday weekend for those of you who are in the US. I'm so very grateful for all of you. Grateful for my family and for my jobs. I love my job that lets me do the hobby job. Sometimes I don't like the hobby job so much, but that's mostly because I'm exhausted. I don't like being exhausted. I don't function very well being exhausted. Oy. But anyway, thank you one and all. I hope you get plenty of stitching time this long weekend if you're having a long weekend. I hope you don't get squished too badly if you go out shopping on Black Friday and you have a lot of fun and you find the treasures that you want. I hope that frog stays far, far away from you. Hugs and stitches, everybody. Bye.